we've now got a fatal four-way: Big E, Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Lashley. And this one's very interesting because we found out this week that Kevin Owens has signed a new deal with WWE. I think that a lot of people thought Kevin Owens would be the next on that Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole train to AEW. I don't think enough is being made out of it, to tell you the truth. You know, I think there was a time where it was like a given. People looked at AEW like it was where everybody wanted to be, and all anybody was doing, all Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, all anybody's doing is waiting for their WWE contract to expire so they can go to AEW. And I think the fact that he went and signed a multi-year deal with WWE when he could have gone over there is big. And it makes you wonder why. You know, is it because WWE is just offering a ton of money and he went with the paycheck? I have to believe that it's more than that. Is it because he was concerned about how many people are going over there and where he would even fit in? You know, and to tell you the truth, is Kevin Owens, I mean, he's a big fish over there in AEW for sure. But based on the other people that have gone over there, is Kevin Owens a bigger act in AEW than he is in WWE? I don't know. But the most important part about all this is that I think a lot of people looked at this fatal four-way and Kevin Owens' inclusion in it as potentially Kevin Owens' last big match in WWE, and they're just going to have him take the pin. I've heard podcasts say this. Well, Kevin Owens, they're doing a fatal four-way because Kevin Owens isn't going to sign, and they'll just have him take the pin and move on. That's why whenever anybody speaks matter-of-factly, like, I try to make it really clear on this show that I'm expressing my opinion or just giving, like, here's the way I would do it. You listen to some shows and they're just telling you, they're like, well, I mean, there is Kevin Owens is in this thing, so he could take the pin because he's gone after the. And it's like, none of that's true. He's not gone after this. He's signed a multi-year deal. We didn't know going in. And WWE, who knows why they put him in? Maybe they were confident that he would re-sign. Maybe they did want him to be in there. Maybe it was all the things. Maybe they said if he re-signs, great. If he doesn't re-sign, he could take the pin. This could be a negotiation tactic where we'll put him in a main event so he feels like he's being used properly as we're negotiating with him. There's millions of reasons he could be in. Or they're just like, this will be the best match for the pay-per-view. That's possible too. Every now and then that happens. So now there's all this talk about making Kevin Owens. People want Kevin Owens to be the champion. I don't think he's going to win this fatal four-way, but I do think, personally, like, this match actually shows that Raw's main event depth, I think, is deeper than people realize. Because there's no way. I don't think that the Lashley-Big E thing is over. You know, I could see Big E in a 2 to 3 month rivalry with any of these three guys. I would love to see 2 to 3 months of Seth Rollins versus Big E. I would love to see 2 to 3 months of more Lashley and Big E. And I would think it'd be amazing to see 2 to 3 months of Big E versus Kevin Owens. And I think Big E versus Kevin Owens at the moment might be the most compelling because you've got Big E, who's power positivity, smile on his face, he's out there to have fun, and you've got Kevin Owens that can dip back into that real mean, evil way that he used to be. Kevin Owens being the NXT version of Kevin Owens, being the Kevin Owens that beat John Cena for the U.S. Championship, that version of Kevin Owens coming back and being the guy that chases Big E and makes his life a living hell, that's compelling to me. I think Big E leaves day one as champion, but I think that you've clearly got enough here to get way past WrestleMania just with these four alone.